Kalshi recently became the first CFTC-regulated US exchange to offer perpetual futures. And that's a pretty big deal, because until now, perpetuals were mostly associated with offshore platforms.
It is the first CFTC-regulated exchange of its kind in just a short time ago.
So in today's video, I'll show you Kalshi Pro, a free desktop trading workstation where you can trade both prediction markets and perpetual futures in one place. I'll walk you through the platform and show you how to use it. Let's uncoil it. Kalshi Pro is a free desktop trading workstation that connects directly to your existing Kalshi account and balance. There is no separate Pro account, no paid subscription, and no catch. It's the same CFTC-regulated exchange, just with a faster and more interactive trading interface. And Kalshi Pro is desktop only on purpose. It's designed as a real trading cockpit for active traders who need to monitor several markets and react quickly during live events. Instead of opening a wall of browser tabs, you can see dozens of markets, charts, and other books on one screen. It works for both manual traders and API traders. Manual traders can place and manage orders faster, while API traders can easily monitor their bots, orders, and positions. You can also trade prediction markets and Kalshi's leveraged crypto perpetuals side by side. So instead of building a messy setup with multiple browser tabs, spreadsheets, and scraper scripts, Kalshi Pro puts everything into one clean professional dashboard. Now let's dive in. Before we start, if you haven't signed up for Kalshi yet, use my link in the description. That's kalshi.com/r/snake. Trade $25 for the chance to earn up to $500. Once you've signed up, open pro.kalshi.com on your desktop. In the top menu, you'll see Markets, Canvas, Perpetuals, and Portfolio. Let's start with Markets. By default, this page shows markets from across the exchange. You can filter them by the categories you're interested in. I'll choose Crypto. You can sort markets by volume to see which ones are getting the most activity today. You can also apply filters for price and size, as well as order book depth. To place a trade, simply click the market you want to trade. I'll choose this one. Will Bitcoin be above $65,500 at 5 p.m.? I'm filming this on July 23rd, and I think Bitcoin will move higher, so I'll buy 50 yes shares. This is a risky trade. If the market resolves no, I can lose the full amount I paid for these shares. For the order type, I'll select limit and set my price at 13 cents. A limit order means I'm willing to pay up to 13 cents per contract, but not more. You also have several time and force options for the limit order. 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, good till cancelled, end of day, immediate or cancel, and a custom expiration. I leave it as good till cancelled so the order will stay open until it fills or I cancel it. While I was adjusting the settings, the market price moved higher. Since my limit is still set at 13 cents, the order won't execute immediately. I'll have to wait until someone is willing to sell at that price. Now I'll add this market to Canvas. Canvas is your custom trading page where you can build and organize your own layout. I'll show you exactly how it works a little later. Now let's go to perpetuals. With perpetual futures, you're trading the direction of an asset's price without actually buying the asset itself. If you think the price will go up, you open a long position. If you think it will go down, you open a short position. And unlike regular futures, perpetual futures don't expire. You can keep the position open and close it whenever you want.
The main thing, like the way that perpetual futures are different from futures, is that they don't expire. And so they're simpler for a retail participant and institutions. Sometimes you have a view on where something is going and by when, but a lot of times you just have a view on where something is going, not exactly by when.
You can also use leverage, which lets you open a larger position with less money. But leverage works both ways. It can increase your gains, but it can also increase your losses. If the market moves too far against you, your position can be liquidated. And with leverage, you can lose more than you put into the trade. Perpetual futures involve significant risk, so make sure you understand the risks before trading. The platform estimates my portfolio leverage based on my account risk. In my case, it's 5.9x. For my first perpetual trade, I'll select BTC Perp. I'll use a market order, which means the trade will execute at the best available price. I want to open a $10 long position. I'll set my take profit price at $67,999 and my stop loss price at $61,643. Now I'll click Open Long. All done. I can now see my open position in the Positions section at the bottom of the screen. Now let me place another Bitcoin long, but this time I'll use a limit order. I'll switch the order type from market to limit and set my limit price at $64,500. At the time of recording, Bitcoin is trading at around $64,900. That means my order won't execute right away. It will stay open while I wait for the price to fall to $64,500. I'll set my take profit target at a little more than 5% above my entry price. I'm not adding a stop loss to this position because it's only a $10 trade, and I'm willing to take that risk. Using a stop loss is generally the safer approach, especially when you're trading with leverage. Now I can find this open limit order in the Orders tab at the bottom. In this section you can also see trade history, order history, and funding history. Now let me place one more order, but this time I'll switch from portfolio margin to isolated. Portfolio margin looks at your positions together and utilizes available margin across all positions. With isolated margin, the risk is kept separate and limited to this individual position. Now I'll click the leverage setting and use the slider to set it to 4x. For the order type, I'll select market again. I'll set my take profit target at 10% above my entry price and my stop loss price at $61,000. Everything looks good, so I'll place the order. The Perpetual tabs also gives you a full set of trading tools. You can draw trend lines, add indicators, switch between different time frames, watch the live order book, and analyze the chart before placing a trade. Now let's look at my favorite part of Kalshi Pro, Canvas. Canvas is a customizable trading page that lets you trade prediction markets and Kalshi's leveraged crypto perpetuals side by side. And it's very intuitive. Each market, chart, order book, and order panel appears as a widget. These widgets can be resized, moved around, and adjusted to create the exact layout you want. Canvas also supports multiple tabs. I'll create two, one for Bitcoin and one for Ethereum. That way, instead of constantly switching between separate browser tabs, everything stays organized inside one clean workspace. Orders can be also placed directly from Canvas. Let me open one more long position, this time for Ethereum. All open positions appear in the Positions section at the bottom of the screen. To adjust your take profit or stop loss settings, click the pencil icon. And when you're ready to close a position, simply click the X button. And that's Kalshi Pro. Again, it's a very helpful trading tool that brings markets, perpetuals, charts, order books, and your positions into one desktop workspace. Use my link in the description to sign up. That's kalshi.com/r/snake. Trade $25 for the chance to earn up to $500. If you have any questions about Kalshi Pro, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.
I'ma keep it a stack. People doubted my talent, really just wanted me to react. Perseverance ain't what I lack. Haters see you've got potential, then they've got something against you. Always have an opinion and hoping that it offends you.